Good morning, fellow PHASA members, colleagues, friends of PHASA, associations that have supported us through the years, and all our international friends out there. I greet you from a nice, wet South Africa this morning. We've had wonderful rains, and I really hope that all of you have had rains up in your areas as well. I see rain is predicted for this whole week, and we are expecting some areas which might get some excessive rain, but we can only praise God for that fact. We're in dire need of the rain. This morning I come to you as PHASA President, probably for the last time in one of these short videos. It has been a pleasure for me to serve you, the member, and the international hunting community. It has been a privilege that you entrusted me with this position and that you put your trust and support behind me to enable us to go through many firsts, a big challenge for PHASA, a very rough ride that we've been through. I don't think in the history of PHASA has there ever been a period as challenging as what we have been through. But through God's grace, we have been able to survive, and He has given us strength and grown us, and we are able to reach the other side. I see plain waters ahead, but it's still going to be a period before we get there. So for me, it's really been a pleasure and an honor, and I thank each and everyone from the bottom of my heart for allowing me and entrusting me with your futures. I hope I've done you proud. I hope that each one of you was able to feel the difference and see the difference in the association. Yeah, it is a period for me of mixed emotion, but I know going forward, the able leadership that we will select at AGM, and with our president-elect that will now become President Pieter Potgieter, who is more than able to take the ship ahead. I will be in the background, and I will always be there. PHASA is my family. PHASA is in my blood. I have become part of PHASA, and we cannot be separated. So it is with mixed feelings and mixed emotions that I sit there this morning. But let's get down to some business. I think the first thing is you're all aware that on the 20th of this month, we are going to be having our AGM. It's also a first for PHASA that we had to go virtual due to COVID, which was also unexpected and changed our lives significantly. The way we see the world now, it was definitely through different classes than what we expected from returning from the shows. Many of us have been through extremely difficult times, and I understand that. I have empathy. I feel so helpless that I've not been able to do more. But PHASA as an association has done a great deal, and I can only commend the foundation for the excellent work that they have done. It has really been one of those situations where I get goosebumps when I just see the joy in people's eyes that really need the help and assistance, where we've been able to reach out to our fellow man and make a difference in his lives, just showing that hunters do care. Now, with the convention coming up on the 20th, it will be a combination of live and virtual. Now, the problem is at this stage, from the live platform, we have got enough people attending there, and from the other virtual stations, it appears we have been successful in some areas. However, in KZN, I really ask the people in KZN, make an effort and go down to Koenie's Taxidermy, spend the day there with him, where you'll be able to view the activities as such, where you'll be able to interact and get involved in the discussions. It's not ideal, but it's the best that we can do under these circumstances. The same in Northwest. I really urge each one of you to make an effort. We've set up these facilities. We really ask you to support us. And then up in Polokwane, the same. It's really, we try to distribute the country to enable everybody to attend and for everybody to be able to interact, because there are some important decisions that will be made at the AGM this year. Firstly, I think you've all received the notification that we sent out regarding certain amendments that needs to be made to our constitution and our disciplinary process, which from experience and from situations that we've been through, we've realized that there was a drastic need. And after reviewing the constitution some years back, we have not really paid much attention to the disciplinary process. That has been reviewed, so we need to have that adopted. We also need to adopt the official PHASA policy on norms and standards for the hunting of large predators. And these are documents that I'd like your comments, and if all possible, can you notify us by Friday this week? Can I ask you please as well, for those that haven't registered yet, to register and let the office know, because if we don't have the attendance at some of these venues, PHASA does not want to incur unnecessary costs, that we can cancel those venues then. So please make an effort. Just remember that every single PHASA member that is registered will receive a code to be able to vote with. We will have the voting app still available, and all PHASA members, paid up full PHASA members, will be allowed to vote. There will be some voting, I think, regarding the adoption of the new documents that I've discussed. So it is very important that we participate in this process. Then I think the big question for everybody is what's happening with the shows next year and what's happening to our country. When do we foresee us going forward? When do we foresee us, our country, opening up? Folks, it's with a very frustrating heart that I have got to relay to you. Your guess is as good as mine. We have engaged at the highest level, and it's a moving target. I've engaged with the Minister of Tourism. We sit on the board. We will be meeting again this week. It appears, and once again, it appears that certain conditions might still change that, but the hope is that South Africa will be open by December for all travel, where no countries will be red listed as such. However, if we see the trends that are coming out of France and Germany, where they are now going into their second wave and the lockdowns appearing there, we don't know what our government will decide. This is unfortunate, but it's beyond our control. And as I said, we've got to stand strong in our faith and leave this in God's hands. These are factors that we cannot control. We have no power over these decisions as such, and it's been extremely frustrating and difficult for all of us. And it has impacted our lives. It has put some of us out of business. And where PHASA has been able to help, we have really done so. So I can assure you that we will continue to put as much pressure as possible on the institutions that have got any say, where the minister is involved. We are still fighting for financial relief for our members. I sit on the board and a combined scheme between NEDLAC, the Reserve Bank, SARS, the South African Banking Associations, and various other role players, trying to formalize how we can make funding available that is there to the SMMEs, and that is you at the end of the day. All the businesses that contribute that have not been able to beneficiate out of any of the relief that has been made there. We hear your pleas, we understand the situations. The banks have been extremely difficult, and I can understand from their point, but they have been instructed to become more lenient with the requirements. However, I think once the negotiation with the National Treasury and that is finished, and how this gets implemented, will that only take place. So let's not get our hopes up yet, but we will continue fighting for your cause. I think one of the other issues that is on everybody's lips at this stage, and especially yesterday, has been the leopard quota. PHASA has been intricately involved in trying to open the leopard quota, get our members the advantage, but there have been challenges, and we have been engaging with SANBI and on a national level. It is frustrating. We are trying our utmost, and I can assure you there is stone unturned that we have not tried. And it's unfortunate, but let's just see what is the outcome this year before we make hasty decisions. In closing, I think it's really been a pleasure and an honor to be there for each one of you. The offer still stands. You're welcome to call me at any time, and I will get back to you at some stage. It is not always easy to handle the volumes, but no member is unimportant. And during these difficult times, where PHASA can help, let us know. I will be having more to say in my President's report, where I will address a lot of these issues. I look forward to seeing all of you at the AGM. Please make the effort. If we lose hunting, we lose everything. Technically, there is no reason why you cannot attend. We've made venues available close to each one of you. So do the effort, register, and let us know. This is your livelihoods. This is your future at stake here. As we know, the national exhibitions and international exhibitions have mainly all cancelled, except Dallas at this stage. The last communication I had with Dallas this week is they were set on going ahead. Only the governor could make a call to close them down, to say that they cannot go ahead. But for all practical reasons and purposes, they will be going ahead. The exhibitions in Germany, as we know, the Dortmund show has been moved to a later date, and we have had no communication with Salzburg. This is unfortunate. It's going to be a tough year going forward. Let's prepare. Let's look after one another. Let's share. And let's really make an effort to understand the challenges we face and look for alternatives and be creative. I thank you. You're all in my prayers daily, and I wish you all the success. Till we see each other again at the AGM or in person, God bless and take care.